Let's talk about cohort-based courses and why you should maybe run one the next time you launch an online course. I'm Natalie Lucier from Access Ally, which is a WordPress-based plugin for people like you who are coaching, creating courses, communities, and you want to put everything in one place and sell it elegantly. So what exactly are cohort-based courses? Well, it's essentially when you have a group of people, a cohort, going through an online course with a specific start and end date. So everyone is going through the course at the same time. So this is different from a self-paced course where somebody can sign up anytime and go through it at their own leisure. So the problem with self-paced courses is that people never finish. Completion rates are between 3 to 15% when it comes to these self-paced courses. And I myself am just as guilty as everyone else of signing up for a course with the best of intentions but not finishing it. So the benefit of cohort-based learning is that you're able to set the pace, and also there's so many benefits for the students because they get to communicate with each other, they get to network, and they get other benefits that don't just depend on you and your teaching. So how do you run a cohort-based course? Well, it's pretty simple, and a lot of times you tend to combine pre-recorded content with live instruction and also a community area. And this is exactly the kind of thing that Access Ally, which is a WordPress plugin, really excels at. And I'll show you some examples right now just to give you an idea of what that looks like. So here's an example from Graphic Change Academy, where they have 12-week tutor-supported programs that are essentially live with other options with self-paced courses. And so you can see people can come in and pick and choose, and based on what they signed up for, they can go ahead and join their cohort and start. Inside of Graphic Change Academy, they've used something called private notes to have people ask questions to the tutor and to get live feedback on their work as they're going through the course. And this is something that Access Ally allows you to do. Each time that a member asks a question, there will be a notification and you can go ahead and respond to these questions. Here's another example from Natalia Senyal, and this is in her Get Embodied program. So this is a marketing and copywriting program, and I'm not going to do it justice by trying to explain it, so you can definitely come to her website and read more about it. Now, I'm not going to be able to do it justice by just scrolling through the sales page, but I did want to go over this part where she talks about weekly projects to implement learnings, a small cohort, personalized support through weekly Q&As, private communities, and a final assessment, as well as 30 days of content and copywriting guidance. And you can see here, she also puts on her sales page the dates that these events or live trainings are happening, as well as when everything happens. And then she's also using a waitlist or an application. And so this is great if you want to do a waitlist for your program and you want people to sign up. As you can see, she also lists the dates when everything is happening, when the live sessions will be, when the last module will drop, and just when you can expect to be doing work in this program. And she also has a wait list. So this is great because a lot of times people might want to sign up. Maybe it's not quite time for them, or maybe you just want to collect a list of interested people for the next time that you run your program. Now, there are different ways to do enrollment for cohort-based courses. You could do enrollment, say, once a month and run your course every month. You could do every 3 months, and you could do every 6 months or every year. And what that helps you do is it also helps you create true urgency. And this helps you get people off the fence, say yes, purchase your course, and also get the results that they were hoping for. So there are so many incredible benefits for actually putting in true urgency and true timing around your courses. Now, Access Ally makes it super easy to create these types of cohorts through something called enrollment limits. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's how Access Ally allows you to create super easy enrollment limits and waiting lists. So here I am in the 6 weeks music intensive. So this is my course. You can see that the first week gets immediately unlocked as people purchase, and then every 7 days, the next module will be unlocked. So super easy to do cohort courses this way, and you can even have it all kick off on the same date. So this means everyone stays on track to the content. But now let's take a look at how we do our order forms. So usually when you do an order form, people can come in, they can purchase, and it's pretty much unlimited, but let's say you really do want to keep it to a small group. So what we can do here under forms is add a wait list and an enrollment limit. So I'm going to start with an enrollment limit, and I can decide whether I want to specify the cohort based on the timing. So let's say they can purchase starting today and only until the end of the month, for example. So that's one way to limit it. Or if I don't want to limit it by time, I want to limit it by number of people. Let's say I only want 10 people inside of my cohort. Well, you can also do that. And then what you can also do here is under order form message, you can decide what you want people to see on the order form. If you want to add a countdown timer because people can only sign up until the end of the month for this cohort, or if you want to add how many people have already signed up and how many spots are left, you can also do that here. So let's say I wanted to just show here the total capacity as well as how many are remaining. I could do that, or I can update the text here to say only X spots remain. And so you can see here, this is what they'll see on the front end of an order form. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm just going to limit it by 10 spots, and then I'm going to hit save on this. And now on my order form, I can decide where I want that message to show up. So let's say I want to add that enrollment limit message, and I want to move it to the very top right here in between the steps. So it will be super obvious that it's right there, and that's how many spots are left when people are purchasing. So now when I come here, you can see only 9 spots remain was added to my order form. Now what happens if somebody goes to that form and there are 0 spots remaining and they're all sold out? Well, they'll be forwarded to this waiting list page that gets automatically created for you, and you can totally edit this page, change this, and put more information about why people want to join the wait list, for example. But then when people enter their details here, they'll be added to your account and your email list so you can follow up with them once you do reopen or run your next cohort. And you can also check here how many people have enrolled, and you can really keep track of how your enrollments are doing as you're marketing your courses. So that's how easy it is to create live cohort courses using Access Ally for WordPress. Now that you know why cohort-based courses is the way to go, make sure to check out my examples of different sales pages so you can write the best sales page that gets people to say yes.